Okay, to start day 3 of this 30-day manga challenge, it asks, what is a manga you started out enjoying but ended up hating? And while I don't really think it's a manga, I mean, I guess it kind of is in a web comic kind of way, my answer would be 𝔼𝕟𝕛𝕠𝕪𝕚𝕟𝕘. Please don't ever read this story if you can't stand gore and dark themes and all that jazz. Like, it's not even that good to even bother with it if that's not your thing, to be honest. Like, I know some people right now who've never heard of it will probably be curious, and it's like, okay, get your curious self on. But if you decide to watch it, and you're gonna see why I don't like it, and then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I get it. And then hopefully you dip, but whatever. If you don't, whatever. We can talk about it in the comments later, but whatever. Anyway, to make this short and sweet, Killing and Stalking had an interesting start, in my opinion, and I know people might think that even that is a bit too generous, but you have to understand, I don't even read stories within the same genre of Killing Stalking. So when it was first advertised to me, and people were talking about it on Tumblr, of course I looked at it, and of course I thought the start was interesting because not many mangas start off like that. But anyway, not to spoil anything, but for those of you who don't know, you have a character, and I'm pretty sure his name is like 𝔼𝕟𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚, something like that, I don't know. And he has a crush / slight obsession with some other guy, and this other guy is just seemingly attractive and popular and strong, and everybody likes him, and he's attractive and all that other stuff, right? But then turns out Stalker Boy is just so obsessed with this guy that he breaks into his house, right? And come to find out, the attractive guy that the stalker guy he broke into his house, he's a whole psycho. So them meeting is the attractive psychotic guy hits the stalker boy over the head with a baseball bat in his basement and then tries to kill him. Like, what? Okay, so imagine me reading this and I'm like, wait, where is this gonna go? Right? Because I've never read a story like this. But, and at face value, that is an interesting start or an interesting premise to whatever this story is going to be about and wherever this story is going to go, right? Because you basically have two psychos that are interacting with each other, and you can just imagine the type of shenanigans that are going to go on with this story, right? Unfortunately, that's right. Both of these characters go through this really weird and depraved journey that is somewhere on the lines of like Bonnie and Clyde type of wild escapade, where they just start killing people while at the same time flirting with each other, and one of them says that they're not even into them like that, like the other guy like that. Like, I don't know. It was just, to me, it seemed like it was trying to be like way too edgy. And to me, it was so edgy that it turned out like really annoying, if you want my honest opinion. Literally anything bad you can think of, both of these characters went through it, like in the past, which explains their current mental state and how they treat others, and basically why we're reading this story to begin with. So yeah, they were like abused and all types of like weird shit happened in their past, and that explains why they're so like twisted now and continue to be twisted. Honestly, it was like reading a dark fanfic where anything that could be associated or tied to a trigger was implemented into the story and just handled like really weirdly or poorly, like whatever you want to call it. And I get that this is a genre with dark topics and themes that people find themselves liking or being entertained by, but for me, it tried too hard. And when you try too hard, the stuff that you're trying to display or illustrate comes off as very annoying and disinteresting, which is basically how the story ended up for me. Like, it was just too annoying that I became disinterested. But But of course, I would always get notifications and people talking about it. The people I followed at the time on Tumblr would talk about it. So of course, I finished the story because I wanted to see how it concluded. And honestly, if I could go back in time and stop myself from even bothering to do that, then I would. And I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, yeah, why'd you even go back in the first place? Okay, same reason why we knew Naruto and the Great War was going to be trash, but we all went back to watch it. Like, we already watched it for 10 years. I got to see it through. I've already invested this time into it. Let me just see how it concludes. It was literally similar to that. But yeah, it was just, the story was just really dumb to me. And, you know, I'm not really going to, that's no shade to the author. Like, I'm not trying to talk bad about the author. I think the author worked really hard and really well on the story, like illustrative wise, because it really was like not creepy, but you know, it was dark. I just feel like the story and the plot, like they grabbed every edgy thing that they could possibly think of and put it in a story, and they were just like, yeah, this this checks all the boxes. You know what I mean? And I couldn't. It was a no for me. Anyway, that's my answer. Did you guys like 𝔼𝕟𝕛𝕠𝕪𝕚𝕟? And if not, let me know why in the comments, or at least tell me what manga you thought you'd like at first but didn't end up liking. Tell me what that one was for you in the comments. If you liked the video and my answer, please like, and thank you guys for watching this video. Okay, bye.